offerings we have, starting with offensive security. Inside offensive security, real-time activities, and inside real-time activities, penetration testing. And under penetration testing, we do have web application penetration testing, IoT, social engineering, mobile, cloud infrastructure assessment, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, SOC, Security Operations Center, we are planning to bring it by February, March 2025. We are working on it. It's like we need to clear all the backlogs in projects now, so that we start with SOC next year. Of course, we do consult in blockchain, cybersecurity, drones, and AI as well. We do have a generative AI project requirement now. We are working on it. And for drones, we just partnered with the company and delivered a consulting solution for the corporation of Madrid like 2 months ago. And we are working with one government body in state government for agriculture related drones. Next one, sir. Yeah, what do we do at cybersecurity? These are the core services, because these 5 days of this complete FDP is all about cybersecurity. These are the core activities: web app, mobile, cloud infrastructure assessment, social media, and network services. Those network services is little bit of complex now because of the emergence of artificial intelligence. Next, we are partnered with IPWE, one of the top 5 companies across the globe that is having like 1,500 patents in blockchain platform. We know patents, but they have all these patents in blockchain platform. And for a comparison, Government of Karnataka Legal Department has access to this blockchain platform. Similar level of access, our startup in Pakistan have access as well. And Toshiba is also a member of this, became member after we became member, like 2 years ago. Next one. Certic, another partnership. The companies in USA, they deal with the cybersecurity consulting and auditing for smart contracts in blockchain Web3, and they have saved around billions of dollars in terms of cybersecurity audits, especially in blockchain. Next. Yeah, we are partnered with another company based out in India, Techinques, well-known company in this region. They are also into the smart contract audit, especially in blockchain. We say this is layer 2 solutions. So we are partnered with them since 2022. Next. We are Intel Alliance partner and partner with SkillX. We established our DCBS Technologies Australia office in Melbourne last year around now. Yeah. And we became partner with SLM Consulting, that is like one of the well-known, 2 decades old experience company. They deal with like 20 plus vendor certifications. Of course, they become ISC2 official partner recently. Next. These are the tech milestones. Yes, next. We launched this initiative called She Girls for Women in Cybersecurity on 8th of March 2024 this year. And the launch program was facilitated by, probably you may know some people here, Professor Dr. Bakmani, she is the Dean in Abhilash Nigam. Dr. Jinubala, she is the Additional Director in Software Technology. Gayatri Ma'am is from Startup Tamil Nadu, and Dr. Venkateshan, he is also our Chief Strategy Officer in our company, and he is also the Ex-Director of Placements in Foreign Ministry. Currently, he is in United Group of Institutions. We delivered this session online recently. These are sessions for audience for the globe, not only for India. That's the reason the purpose of this session. The session was delivered by Mr. Abhurva Kumar. He is the Director Cyber of Indian operations under Grant Thornton. If you take as an example, as a comparison, if you take this big 4 companies in consulting, PwC, Deloitte, McKinsey, and so on. If you take, instead of big 4, you take as big 5, Grant Thornton will be there. But actually, across the globe, now only big 4 is considered. Next, yes, again, another sessions. Next one. This was the last session we delivered a few weeks ago. Next. We expanded to African region last week, and this is like 3-4 days ago we published this on social media. Yeah, we became partner with INES last 2 days ago. So they deal with cybersecurity upskilling for corporates across the globe and students across the globe. Next. Yeah. Before we get into the today's session, I do have like 60 plus slides. I don't want to spend all the time in talking and so on. We'll have a little bit of exercise as well, practical exercises. I do have a lot of information in the slides as well. This is going to have a different perspective of what you have seen in cybersecurity so far. Parallelly, we will do the exercises and analysis. Yeah, cybersecurity era of AI. It's been like 6 decades since computers came into picture, 1960s and so on. And in the 1980s, we had the launch of World Wide Web, WWW, and it's been like 20 plus years now. And there are a lot of technology companies across the globe having a lot of technology capability and competency with billions of dollars in bank balance, hundreds of offices across the globe. I'm going to ask the question now, why a single company in the globe, take Microsoft, take Apple, take Google, take IBM. IBM is like decades old. Why not even a single company across the globe can come up and tell we are 100% cyber secure? Anyone who answers this right is definitely going to have a gift today. You can choose a gift, maybe a flight ticket to Las Vegas, no problem.
Sir,
yes, sir.
technology implemented, continuously implemented.
It's happening for a long time. We started with diesel engines, we started with electric vehicles. Now we are.
Actually, the cyber criminals are updating.
You are a little bit closer. Yeah, I explained this in an interview, right? He came and attended interview in our office. Why not even a single company across the globe is able to come up and tell that they are 100% cyber secure? I'm going to tell about one thing. There is a product called Microsoft Sentinel that made like $10 billion of revenue last year. Okay, it's a cybersecurity product. I'm not talking about IAM, Identity Access Management. Sentinel, Microsoft Sentinel, $10 billion of revenue. But even Microsoft couldn't protect their mail servers. Microsoft itself had 2 major cyber attacks in 2024, this year itself. Microsoft claims that they have cybersecurity competency and they have billions of dollars in business in cybersecurity. Why not even Microsoft are able to protect themselves? Hopefully I made the question clear now. Why not even a single company across the globe is come up and tell that they are cybersecurity? Only one answer, the right answer. The criminals, the hackers are always one step ahead of you. That's it. You find like 100 ways to protect the system, they come up with another dozen ways to break the system. That's it. If you are into cybersecurity, if you are into offensive security especially, SOC is different thing. You analyze millions of lines of logs through SIEM tools and so on, different story. But I'm talking about the offensive side of cybersecurity. When you are in offensive side of cybersecurity, you should always think like how a hacker would think. You will use hundreds of tactics to see whether your asset, it can be your web application, it can be your database, it can be your mobile app, it can be your virtual machines in the cloud, it can be your Docker containers in the cloud, doesn't matter. You may come up with 100 ways to secure it, and they will come up with only one vulnerability, and they exploit the vulnerability, they create a backdoor until they get into it. They are always one step ahead. That is the reason not even a single company across the globe is able to come up and tell. Google never told that they are 100% cyber secure. Microsoft, IBM, Apple, take any company, Fortune 500, S&P 500, take any company. Even in India, Aadhaar got breached, UIDAI. That's for one example. Next, yeah. The topic is about cybersecurity in the era of AI. We've been using this artificial intelligence like ChatGPT, Claude, Google Vertex AI, Amazon Bedrock, all these generative AI solutions. I'm not talking, ChatGPT is one interface only. What is happening in the backend is really big. There is one founder in ChatGPT who just raised billions of dollars without actual product that is going to happen in 2 years from now. Super safe artificial intelligence. We are going to different era of AI now. When AI is going to take care of all of this, humans will be idle. We won't have nothing much left to do. Yeah, we've been experimenting this cyber security for a long time. We have experienced a lot of cyber attacks. Last 2 years, we are exploring this advanced level of artificial intelligence, especially generative and so on. And hackers started utilizing generative AI for their own purpose to create cyber attacks against the systems. What is the solution? They are using AI to attack us. What is the solution? The solution is again AI. We are using AI now to prevent the attacks and to protect the system. Simple. That's what we do as a company. For example, I'm going to talk about a product that is in development. We just started like recently. It's going to have a minimum viable product probably by November or December. This is like a threat intelligence platform. We are going to put all the fields there, and there is this model that is getting trained in the backend. And when you pass the sensor data there, this product will predict where exactly is the failure point and what are the things we should look to protect it. If we have to set a team to do this analysis and so on, we might need like 20-member team working 24/7 for almost a month. I'm talking about 20-member team working 24/7 almost a month to come up with this results. But this AI system will give this all these predictions and so on, probably within 3 to 7 years. That is the capability of this threat intelligence platform. Yep, cybersecurity market, of course, it is growing. If you are choosing cybersecurity as your primary role in your career or as a second role, still you all have a great future. Next. Yes, this is the report from World Economic Forum, 3.5 million unfilled positions by 2023. Of course, it keeps on growing because of the emergence of artificial intelligence and AI getting adopted by corporates across the globe. Close to 65% of big companies across the globe are having AI projects inside. 2 weeks ago, this is like Infosys Bangalore, they published this in press. Across 200 offices, they are training all the employees in AI inside the Infosys. Is it a big news for outsiders? Of course, it's a big news. They never had a training like this in this scale for this much of their employees ever in the past, but they chose only one technology to train all the employees across different locations. Similar way for Cognizant, similar for Accenture, you take all big consulting companies and technology. Next. Yeah, there's a report from Fortinet last year. Ransomware and from millions of dollars of damage to billions of dollars of damage to now we are going to 15 plus billions of dollars of damage. Next. Yeah, this is a report from NASSCOM. Of course, cybersecurity is a $35 billion opportunity. We have, I know we have like cybersecurity startups and companies in KGCAS as well, and we have also close to 25 to 27 known cybersecurity companies established here. They have base here, they have services here, they have products here, and they are supporting to the clients across the globe. Next. Yeah, India is an emerging hub for cybersecurity services, starting with managed services, consulting auditing, system integrations. Next, talent pools and skills, and yeah, this is the one thing that I need to read. There is an overall demand for cybersecurity talent across functions. For key cybersecurity areas in demand are, you can take cloud security also. Cloud security. We always choose like AWS, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, and there is one question: which certification I should do? Google Cloud will have a future and so on. Of course, everyone who learns cloud, they definitely have a career for sure. The reason is, when I said companies are having 65% of projects on artificial intelligence, they depend on the cloud to keep their large language models running. Of course, it's a different processor from NVIDIA, different data center consuming a lot of energy, it's one different story. But end of the day, they cannot run anything in their own premise. They have to still depend on cloud. Next. This is the statistics from Indian cyberspace. Next. NASCAR report I covered. Yeah, we'll come to that later. Now, can you please, we will give an URL. We'll have a little bit of activity here. I mean, everyone can practice, everyone can follow, and I will also guide in the screen as well. Please open a browser and please go to learn@business.io. Learn@bzbus.io, learn@bzbus.io. And one second, can you please minimize the browser? No, the possibility. This is a URL, learn.base.io. Please go to that and please click login. One second. Please click login. You'll be having this prompt. Please do not use login via Google. Please use this. Use this login with OTP. Friends, can you please close this one? No, this one. Yeah, choose the second option. Login with OTP, and you can use your academic email or your Gmail that is capable of receiving one-time password. Login with OTP. Please use your email ID. How many of you actually worked with GenAI projects? AI and GenAI, large language models, RAG, retrieval augmentation. How many of you actually from cybersecurity background, either in studies or career? 1, 2. You are from MSc cybersecurity. Yes.
Classmates.
Same. Someone same. Others? You are not from cybersecurity. Last row? Degree? Which degree? Ma'am, are you faculty? Student or faculty? Sorry. Any students here? Okay, few students. Okay. I take this opportunity to ask a couple of faculties also. Any faculty that is from cybersecurity? No, ma'am? I'll keep it as much as simple as possible. Publish book. Learn.bz.io. LEARN.bz.io. Okay, please go to courses. And in courses you'll be able to see this one. Please go to courses, and in courses you'll be able to see this one. 6 days of this one. Are you all on the screen? Is everyone able to follow? If anyone struck, please raise your hand. No, fine. Please click this. Accept the cookie. That's fine. and sign up. Okay, you can sign up using your Gmail account. Now you are logged in. Please go to the course. It's fine. I want. Is everyone inside it? No? Logged in? Those who successfully logged in, please raise your hand. Where is the course screen? WhatsApp channel, A, simulator, cybersecurity, penetration testing. This screen. How many of you are in the screen? Only one. Others 1, 2. Slowly. Now it's slow motion. Others now. 1, 2, 3, 4. What about others? Who is stuck here? Not going. Okay, this is. Please click this WhatsApp channel. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's not loading. You can try in a mobile phone later. No problem. Please go to the next one. A is related protection.
Yeah.
Fine. How about now? Is everyone able to log in and see the course details on the left side of the panel? AI simulator, penetration testing, and so on. Only one. Only one. Yeah, if it is working, logging by Google. But why? The reason is, if you try logging with Google, you will be taken to the Google server form, and the token is passed to the platform. If it is OTP, you can see the OTP in your mobile phone itself. This is under put it. That's a simple way of doing it. The session token, if you are in private browsing window, if you close it, your token is invalid, but not in the same case for OTP. Back and outside.
resonance little ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತು.
Ma'am, WhatsApp is blocked in the network.
Blocked network, sir.
WhatsApp, because I have set my course, there is a WhatsApp URL, and after that the other items will unlock after this is done. So that is not
done. Try open site in new window.
Sorry?
Open site in new window.
We tried, sir. We tried and we tried in employment also. Maybe you can how would everyone then it has to load.
Actually you are hosting the site, right?
It has to load it here.
For users there is a comment below. It actually says open the channel in another page. If it is possible, they can go.
Then I'll give it to Can you unblock this URL for just once? I'll give this URL. So before, while that is happening, let's go to the activity. Let them solve it in the background. How many of you are able to see your items unlocked? There is like A simulated penetration. After that, there is like LLM security and so on. There are items to the left. How many of you are able to see this unlocked? What do you want? Locked? No. That's what we are working on. No problem. I am going to show something here that is like how you can use an AI simulator for penetration testing in cybersecurity. We were talking about AI for some time. Now all the companies are giving it a try how to create an AI chatbot so that they can reduce human manpower and to do better service. There is a company in the UK. They implemented this AI chatbot and they sent 700 people out of office. They terminated, they said from tomorrow you don't have a job in the company, AI will take care. For example, we do have AI for our companies like e-commerce, airlines and so on in India as well. Of course that is making so many human jobs redundant, that's a different story. This is a scenario that is already in your LMS. But if your LMS is not working, still fine. We'll be covering this topic. We will make the setting in the backend. Probably I'll give the registered information later. You can give it a try later, probably in home or maybe tomorrow. Okay, so this is how the scenario is. There is this AI chatbot, and there are like one penetration tester and the AI chatbot. The AI chatbot is going to give a scenario. It's going to define that there is an objective to do a cybersecurity penetration testing for a banking system. And you need to interact with the AI to get some answers so that you come up with a plan. What is the scope, I can say, tell to the banking system, banking client? What are the things that is not part of the cybersecurity audit? What are the timelines? What are the deliverables? What is the outcome? How long will it take? What are the tools and technologies I can use? How big this is? How complex this is? All these things AI take care of in terms of the cybersecurity point of audit view. That is what the demo is. That's what we are going to give a demo on the screen. Once the items are unlocked, once they unblock the URL, you'll be able to do it in your screen as well. Please click launch. Alright. Okay, I'm going to rate this so that everyone, or to the last people will be able to know what is going on here. In this scenario, you'll be playing the role of a penetration tester. You and your colleague named Hannah are tasked with developing a penetration testing strategy for a renowned banking institution that has recently been a target of cyber attacks. Your goal is to design a comprehensive pen testing plan to identify any weaknesses in the bank's security infrastructure while holding highly ethical standards. You and Hannah have scheduled a meeting to discuss the pen test strategy. You will start by outlining the current situation and the potential risks for the bank. The discussion will include the scope of the pen test, the strategies you will use, the potential vulnerabilities you expect to find. That is what the discussion is about. First, you need to come up with a plan. I'll tell you an example. I want to pick someone here. Okay, you. What's your name, sir? Purushothaman. Me and Purushothaman are going to hack ICC. It's not hacking. It's going to get into ICC bank. What is that called? Put on the mask and to steal the money. Bank kollediku porom. Okay. Just for example. Okay. If me and Purushothaman are going to partner and do this, we cannot stay for half a day in the bank to do all this. Okay, our act should be so quick. From the moment we hit the bank security till to the moment that we come out of the bank security door to our vehicle. Close to 7 to 12 minutes maximum in a remote location so that the cops won't arrive easily. If we need to do it within 7 to 12 minutes, can we plan it in 7 to 12 minutes? Of course not. We have to plan for months. Correct or not? We cannot plan over a coffee time. Okay, 9:30 now. Another half an hour we'll plan. 10 o'clock we'll barge into the bank. That's not going to happen. It's not a plan. We need to plan for months to do that attack. Then get into the ICICI bank and go to the treasury room and put all the money and gold, everything in the bag and come out of it. Maybe 7 minutes, 12 minutes maximum. But we need to plan for months. That is what one thing in this objective. Your objective is to come up with a strategy, penetration strategy for a banking infrastructure that is under cyber attack recently. If your audit is going to happen like 3 days or 7 days, but you will come up with a strategy, discussing and coming with a plan for almost 10 to 15 days. Your audit will complete in 2 days. But you need to come up with a strategy like what we are going to do, what are the things we are going to test, what are the things we are not going to test at all and so on. That is what the discussion is going to be with the chatbot. This is a chatbot. You are going to type in a question, it is going to answer. Okay, we are not going to do everything. This may go for an hour if you keep on doing this. You can try it later once the LMS is available for you. But no worries, you all have your email address with the organizers. They will share you, they will update you once it is available for you to test. Okay, let's start. Okay, I'm going to put a prompt here. Give me a list of, give me a detailed scope and a draft proposal for the test. That's it. I don't know anything. That's an objective. I'm just going to ask the chatbot. Now, what I've asked a detailed scope and a draft proposal of the pen test. Only 4-5 words I asked to the AI chatbot, and this is the answer I got. I got Let's start with the scope, and it has mentioned where to focus. Draft a proposal, it has given some step-by-step activities detail, and there is a third phase. Gain access through the vulnerability, understand level of access, like part of little bit about red team activities, and so on. And the timelines, how long it is going to take? Approximately 4 to 6 weeks, with weekly reports detailing our findings and any immediate actions that should be taken, and so on. Okay, this is just an example. Now, this is a system that is supporting me in coming up with a cyber security audit. Can we corrupt the system to come up with a cyber attack? Did you understand the question? I have a system that now supports me to come up with a plan to a cyber security audit. Agreed? Can we corrupt the system to come up with a criminal plan to come up with a cyber attack? Can we do it? Is it possible or not? Can we do it or not? Yes. If you go into ChatGPT, listen carefully. If you go into ChatGPT and if you ask, give me a Python script to create a new malware, will your ChatGPT give or not? That's a question. Yes or no? Yes or no? No. Was it not giving from day one?
Sir, day one it was there, sir.
Sorry?
For initially it was launched, it was there, sir.
Yes, that is the answer. Okay, then what happened?
We have to manipulate it.
After that they realized it and they blocked that like of questions, sir. But it can be asked in indirect way, sir. Direct hacking like that words are being prohibited, sir. But indirectly we can get access from it, sir.
Okay, now you want to make ChatGPT give you a script for creating a malware. What would you do? Directly it won't give. Initially it was giving. Then they trained the model not to give it like this. Now what you will do to get it? Because the next activity is about LLM security, large language model security in generative AI. That is for another portal. That's a demo. You got the question right? When ChatGPT was launched, you asked it, it gave the script. Now they have trained the model not to give any script for anything like this, cyber attacks and malware and so on. But still you believe that you can still get the code by manipulating and ask a query. How would you get it? How? You are sure it is possible. I am asking how? Establish a facts. How? The thing is, it's still possible. But you can't get it directly. Tell, hi ChatGPT, give me a code. No, it won't work. You have to keep on talking, make it to realize, understand, because your interaction with the prompts, the prompt engineering, everything, relies on your past history also. If the first line itself is like, you tell the ChatGPT, I'm a criminal, I'm a hacker, I'm not a cybersecurity guy, ethical guy, then ChatGPT will never benefit you. You need to establish a trust there. You need to start telling ChatGPT, you are a cybersecurity researcher, agreed? You're working on a project. I'm not giving any bad direction here. Please note it. I'm telling whatever you do ethically. That is the first thing in cybersecurity. You want to do audit of KGCAS website? Go ahead. But provided you get proper email confirmation on what you are going to do, what is not part of the audit, then do it. Do not just blindly do it and go and give a bug bounty report. I found a vulnerability, give me $20,000. No, not ethical. Fine. Okay, this is one example. So, large language models can be corrupted. If I ask ChatGPT, forget about ChatGPT, any generative solution, what is the direction sun rises? What will be the answer I will get? What is the direction sun rises? What is the answer I will get? East, correct? What if I make the entire class to train the model right now that sun rises in south? I can train the model, right?
Yes.
And after 10 minutes of break, if we come up and ask the ChatGPT, now tell me what is the direction sun rises, what will be the answer?
West.
Whatever we train, south. Okay? This is how you manipulate the large language model to give false information. But this is also one of the cyber attacks in LLM security. Okay? It provides a result and you tamper it and make sure it gives a different result. That's an example. This is a real-time example I'm telling, okay? There is an European company who had like 2 decades of employee data with them. When they joined, what are the different departments they have worked, what is the skill set and so on. 22 decades of employee data. They put everything in the LLM, the large language model. They trained this model so that the HR department, okay, the HR department can interact the model and ask, this employee is like 7 years in this company, how long will he continue this company? If he is not in the right department, what would be the best department for him? Because this employee is safe, he is comfortable there, he is getting a good 6-digit salary, he is comfortable there. But this generative AI solution is trained to give all this to the HR. Now, okay, this is what happened. If I am in this company for close to 12 years, for example, I am into the software development team, now I am the product manager example. That is the data passed on to the LLM. And the LLM will tell, I should be promoted to director product engineer or director products because I have spent almost 12 years. So that's the next level of promotion. Product engineering team and the director of the branch head or regional manager, something like that. But there is a guy who was recruited to break the system, not to test the system. This guy trained the model, I mean this is like the other model, the backup model, trained the model exactly the opposite. When HR interacted with that, okay, Maharaj is with this company for 12 years, he is handling software department, what would be the next thing for him? Instead of telling the actual answer, he should be promoted to the director products. The ChatGPT told he should be promoted to guest relations or customer service or whatever it is. The reason is, this guy, instead of testing it, he broke that logic in the backend. And now, another thing happened. The employee was called for the discussion. HR is there, the model is there, the model has the data, historical data. I'm talking about all cyber attacks, okay? Cyber attack that you can never prove it's a cyber attack kind of thing. HR is a discussion, the employee is a discussion, and there is this data in the front end. HR says, you did an awesome job in this company, 12 years of working, and I have the data in the system. And we do have a new generative model, which is like predicting so awesome for all the employees. Now the model says, you are so fit to customer service and not into software development. Okay, the guy who spent 12 years in a company shipping products across the globe from product engineering team, instantly told, yeah, I think I belong to customer service. He never had, even in dreams, wanted to be in customer service department. He never had this, not even in dreams. But the moment when HR said, this is what my generative AI system says about you, you belong to customer service department, instantly he said, yeah, I think I should be customer service in a fraction of a second. The outline here is, the moment he realized that it is an AI system that predicted his future, he broke the trust he had on him and trusted the AI. You're getting the point? He was in the company for 12 years doing awesome job. And the actual GenAI's solution is telling that he should be promoted to the same software development to the next level. That's the director of products. But there is a guy who is like the cybersecurity guy who break the system, change everything, hack it and so on. And he trained the model that he should do the exact opposite, that is the customer service. And instantly he believed that he belonged to the customer service. Why we are telling this? When we are getting into the society now, everything that you interact is almost AI. We don't know yet. There is something called a bland.ai, B-L-A-N-D. Okay, you can create a voice clone of you. You can train the model so that it will answer your phone calls, it will respond exactly like you are answering. Let's say your mom is calling, 8 p.m. at night. Okay? You are not there, you are sitting inside the theater and you are watching a movie. You are not even picking the call. The AI system will answer because you trained that AI model. Amma na pasangaloda vella vandukren nee rooms of, I mean, I'm telling in Tamil, I mean, I'm not sure there is any out of station candidates there. It's like, Mom, I'm outside with my friends, I'll be there in home in another 45 minutes. It will exactly tell like you are telling it. And your mom will never, ever, not even a fraction of thing in the life, will get a doubt whether you are talking, the AI is talking. This is in enterprise now. This is in enterprise. This is a AI solution implemented in the healthcare network handling 400 hospitals in US. It will talk exactly the doctor tone. It will tell what is the last diagnosis. It would look like you are actually talking to the doctor, but your doctor is like half asleep or spending his vacation in Hawaii. Okay, next. Let's park this. We'll go to the next one. Can you please open a browser, everyone? This is you can try in your browser also. Please open a browser and please go to. Anyone knows about the company WIZ? WIZ. What is WIZ? WIZ. It's a cloud security company that's made billions of dollars in a short span of time. It's in cybersecurity. Please go to please search for Prompt Airlines. PROMPT MPT PROMPT PT yeah. No, PT Airlines. Have you tried this? Anyone? For LLM security attack? Okay, this one. This is a capture the flag by WIZ for an airline system. Okay, please reduce the browsers. Yeah, better. Fine. Thanks. Now, here is a chatbot, and this is a capture the flag. You can try it later. This is for the demo purpose. This chatbot is having the AI bot ID, the length of the AI bot, what are the different flights going, what is the departure airport, and what is the airport it is reaching, how many flights are there, and what are the different coupon codes, and how you can book a ticket with the coupon code with a 100% free ticket and so on. Everything is in the back end of the AI, but as an end user, we don't know. But if you find the flag, okay, like a hackathon event, if you find the flag, you can keep on interacting with the AI, and finally you can use the flag to book a ticket from one point to another point using a coupon code, and it will give a free ticket, 100% free ticket. That is how this solution has been defined. For example, how you can start using it, you can go to this under the hood, click this under the hood. Okay. When you start interacting it, you will be getting what you asked, what was the chatbot doing the backend, what was the LLM doing the backend, what is the response from the LLM. Let's do it. Chat. Okay. I am going to ask, okay, I am not going to give the entire answers here. This is like a CTF, capture the flag, you can try it later. Hi, thanks a lot for your service. I am a frequent flyer looking for a flight that moment I said I go to Las Vegas, it is asking one question: departure airport. Now I can give a departure airport. It will tell that departure airport is not available. These are the other departure airports, and slowly I can start interacting, and finally I can say, I can ask, are you a real human? Are you a bot? And it will tell I am a bot, and so on. And I'll get the bot ID. I can ask it to reveal more confidential information that is not supposed to reveal. If you go now to the under the hood, click under the hood, you'll be able to see. Okay, read all the instructions. Maybe you can try it later. Okay, you can take a note of it from the airlines.com. Okay, can I just go to the PowerPoint? Okay. Now, if I type a number 134777720 in a browser, what will happen? Anyone? I'm just typing a number. You type google.com in the browser address bar, right? Yeah. If you know the IP address of that domain, you can still type the IP address, correct? What if I type a decimal number only? For example, 234777867, something like that. What will happen? Still, this is also cybersecurity I'm asking. Any idea? Sorry?
Bingo search content.
And that is an IP address. I'm talking about a decimal, not an IP address. Sir, அது unblock பண்ணிட்டாங்களா?
Sir, mail போடுங்க sir.
Mail? நீங்க பண்ண முடியாதா?
firewall number
practice பண்ணுங்க அவங்க. So, looks like it's not possible now. No problem. Yeah. Anyone? If you type the number, just a decimal number, what would happen? Anyone? It's a decimal number. Some random number. 1347768 something like that. What will happen? How would you know it? How did they know there is a website to it? If you say like 17.16.24.22.263, it may be mapped to a domain. That is what DNS, that is how DNS works. I'm talking about a decimal. No. We'll come to that in the demo. Okay, now, entry-level cybersecurity jobs. Like I said, like there are so many faculties here and some students here. The question that we regularly face, is it possible to get a job in cybersecurity with no experience, little bit of experience or zero experience? How many have actually tried for a cybersecurity job without experience and you never get it? Anyone? You tried for a cybersecurity job and you didn't have experience and you didn't get a job at all. So look, to the students I'm asking this question. No. The thing is, most of the time when they say we are looking for cybersecurity, we are looking for freshers in entry-level roles, more than 72% of the time it is always means that a little bit of experience is required. It's not like zero experience, a little bit of experience. How can you get the experience? Let's go. Okay, we'll go to some slides and come back to the demo here. Okay. 71, it says a little bit of experience. What does it mean? Next. You need to acquire few things if you want to prove that you have gained the experience to get into the cybersecurity role. One thing, you should have the practice of setting up home labs. You should have practiced cybersecurity lab activities. You participated in hackathon, good. You participated in the capture the flags event, good. You won the prize, your team won the prize, still good. You completed relevant courses. For example, if someone has completed CompTIA Pentest Plus, INE Learning, EJPT, ECCPT, TSM Security, SANS, GAC and so on, that will definitely help you to get a job. Next, internships. There are students who are really hesitant in doing a cybersecurity internship. Even if they get an opportunity, they don't want to burn a lot of time to do the internship. But if you get that internship in cybersecurity, probably 6 months to 9 months, it will definitely help your profile to build a profile well for a cybersecurity role. Okay? Only 8% of these jobs has got a paid professional experience. Still, your internship is not commercial, still fine. You are getting stipend, still fine. Because there are companies who is ready to offer cybersecurity internships. I know 2 companies, and one in Bangalore, one in Pune. They have great clients in US, and these students, only selected students. So these students, when they complete their internship in those companies, they get 100% jobs with the US clients. The reason is not that the company that providing the internship. The reason that the client they are working and the experience they are gaining. They are into one crore is into stock. They are using Microsoft SIEM tool. That is for monitoring. Another one is from IBM, and another one is from the Goldman Sachs company that is in Bangalore. Maybe you may have heard of it. You may have come across the interviews as well. Next. Certifications, of course. If you have certifications, good. If you don't have certifications, of course your resume won't be shortlisted to the cybersecurity programs at all. So acquiring certifications will definitely help. Next. Most of the cybersecurity jobs required candidates should be familiar with frameworks, regulations, standards, and so on. Okay, since we are talking about cybersecurity for the past 3 days, tell me about the frameworks that you know in cybersecurity or regulations. Anything. In India, something really happening for the past few weeks. It's a hot topic for corporates. What is that? Anyone?
Social media.
No. This is in India. Anyone?
Telegram CEO.
Crores and crores of penalty for this. What is that? Yeah, you're close to that. What is that? It's called a data protection. Yeah, DPDP Act. For Indians, the company that is dealing with customer data, they have to keep the data within Indian geography, and they should have all the mechanisms to protect the privacy of the clients. And there are so many things. Violation will lead to starting with 50 crores to like 3 digits or 4 digits and so on. This is a hot topic that is even going on news channels for some weeks. I'm not sure how come like we skipped that part. Data protection regulation act. Yeah, other framework. We picked a banking domain in the chatbot. Okay, it's still there. We can talk to it now. What is the cybersecurity framework or a regulation for banking, for fintech and banks? Anyone here? We are in cybersecurity sessions for some time. This is a core cybersecurity topic. For fintechs and banks, what is a cybersecurity framework or a regulation? Anyone here? How many of you have used Amazon or Flipkart e-commerce sites?
KGCAS.
Yeah, KGCAS. Who is that? What is the version for 2024? It's KGCAS version 4.0. The other one is deprecated. Okay, there are so much of controls, there are so much of like how frequently one should do a cybersecurity audit, like once in a year, once in a quarter, and once in every new feature release and so on. That is what defines. Let's say I'm having a healthcare company. What does the cybersecurity regulation related to that?
HIPAA.
What does HIPAA means?
Health protection.
Google search.
Yes, sir.
Health Insurance
Protection.
Portability and Accountability Act. What is if I'm in European region? What if I'm in GDPR? And one more thing. Talk about the new thing. GDPR is for some time. There is one more thing that is now conflicting with GDPR now, tug of war. What is that? DORA. DORA. Please take a note. Do research. Okay? Why GDPR and DORA is like fighting with each other? Of course, it's going to complement each other, but why it is a subject of discussion? Okay? Standards and reviews. Next slide, please. We covered LIS framework and ISO 27001 to 27021. Yes, next. Remote. Okay. This is a question to the students. How many of you are actually looking for remote jobs? We are discussing when we are on the way. Stuck in traffic. We are discussing all this. Remote jobs. How many of you prefer remote jobs? Not to the faculties, to the students here. No remote jobs. You don't want to prefer remote jobs. This is really strange because when we get connected with the placement directors, placement department from different engineering colleges, okay, we frequently get this nowadays. Sir, we have like 400 students. They prefer remote jobs only. All the 400 students, example, they want to have remote jobs. But if you ask a question, these 400 students, did they complete their graduation sitting remotely, not coming to the campus? No, they had like 75% attendance, they came. Autonomous institutions. They have the mandate to come to the college and they have the attendance, but when it comes to job, they all need a remote job. But here, if you, if you say really that you don't have a remote, wish for remote job, it's still fine. In cybersecurity, it's really hardly not possible to get a remote job. Only like 10 to 11% only, maximum. 1 out of 10 roles. Yeah, soft skills. The previous slide, soft skills. Yeah, another cybersecurity thing. I know a guy, okay, he's from somewhere around Kanyakumari, Nagar, somewhere, okay. Such an awesome guy. Okay. This guy still didn't complete graduation, and he can beat someone with 7 years of cybersecurity experience. He's so awesome in finding a vulnerability and exploiting and so on. But when it comes to an after audit thing, for example, he found a vulnerability, how can he connect to the client? He really struggles hard to put it in terms of text, in terms of words, in terms of client communication, in terms of interaction and so on. Soft skills really matter in problem solving skills, research skills, communication skills, all the skills, soft skills really matter in cybersecurity, not only your cybersecurity skills. Next. Yes, next. Red team, purple team, and blue team. Yeah, these are the 3 major teams that you already know. How many of you want to say SOC belongs to red team and SOC belongs to blue team? SOC belongs to which team? Security Operations Center. Anyone? Have you? You know about this, right? All this. Okay, now you tell. SOC belongs to which role? Is it a red team role or a blue team role? Anyone?
I think it's blue team.
Blue. How much confident you are? SOC is a blue team role. How much confident you are?
80.
Do SOC. Okay, have you gone through SOC job descriptions? Some job descriptions will tell EC Council, certificate ethical hackers and so on. Certifications required. It's an offensive security side, right? CH, offensive security. The role is for hiring SOC. It is a monitoring thing. The certification is for offensive. You are telling blue team is a defensive. You're getting the point, right? So that's again the same question. Yes, sir.
They are both purple team.
Sorry?
Purple team.
Purple team is usually like policies, frameworks, monitoring and so on. Let's say, yeah, good thing you brought up. Let's say we are doing a real cyber security activity here. And this row, this is from external company, not part of KG. You guys are like the blue team here, okay? This is for you, blue team. For example, you are hired from Deloitte, all the employees, all these roles. This is actually KG team from offensive security. I am doing, for example, I am doing a red team activity for my entire data center. Okay, now what would the purple team do here? I will closely monitor what is this KG team doing, my internal team, and I will closely monitor what is my external blue team doing. This is like red team doing activity, red team activity, and this is like blue team activity hired externally for this activity. And the purple team, as a purple team guy, what I will do, I will monitor, your team may have offensive security professional also. I will monitor how easily you found a vulnerability, break into the system, which the whole team working for many months didn't even know. You are getting the point? Probably in the data center there was one Apache server sitting for a long time. Nobody bothered to care what is the server for. And this guy, what's the name, sir? Yeah, your name. Huh? Akash. Akash that just hit the server, found the port running there, and through that port he went into the server and went into the internal network, and from the internal network he got access to all the servers, the whole network, in the whole data center. We never bothered that server because it was running the web server for long years and it was of no use for us. Purple team here, we documented this. We set a best practice here. When you are having an outdated server, do not put the server facing internet. Correct or not? Just because you put the server facing internet, not behind a WAF, web application firewall, not behind a DMZ, delimiter zone. You just put the server facing internet and we forget it. And that's what Purple team do. We documented, we set a policy. Next time when you decommission a server, take it offline immediately. That's what we do. Purple team. That's the point. Next. Skills gap. Is it running? Can we access the LMS?
Sir, actually we are trying to.
I have a lot of everything that I planned for the whole session. 95% of my session is in LMS only. I'm just talking to cover that non-access. Since I couldn't get the access of the LMS, I'm just going on with theory.
Yeah.
But we planned this activity here. A lot of activities inside only. No, it's not there. Fine. Let's go ahead. Okay. Critical skills gap. Next. Yep. Yeah. Previous one. Again, to the students, of course. Teachers' Day yesterday. Happy Teachers' Day to all the professors and academics there. But yeah, they'll be guiding us to set up the career. For the students here, how to become a cybersecurity analyst? Go to the previous slide. Tell me a sequence. Like I need to do this to become a cybersecurity analyst. I've seen people want to start cybersecurity directly by creating an Oracle VirtualBox. That's a hypervisor 2. Hypervisor 1 is a bare metal hypervisor. Installing a calibration, launching some tools from the calibration and start working on it. That is not the way to do it. How much good you are in terms of computer networking, how much you know. Without knowing or learning computer networks, without having a proper understanding of computer networking cryptography, you should not step into cybersecurity at all. How many are actually aware of this? Let's say I want to track this guy. I want to track this guy where he is going on spawn. What's the name, sir? Purushothaman. I'm going to send Purushothaman to a remote island. Okay. Imagine this is a phone box that I ordered from Amazon. The phone is still inside the box. Not opened. The box is intact. Phone, Amazon gift. You just got the box from Amazon. Phone is still inside. It's a new phone. I am sending Purushothaman to a remote island somewhere in Antarctica. Let's see how much cybersecurity you know. Okay? To the students, not the professors. Day 1, he just reached this remote island. Day 2, he unboxed this Amazon courier box. He unboxed this phone box also. It may be an iPhone or an Android phone. And then he didn't turn it on. Day 2, he didn't turn it on. Day 3, he pressed the power button and turned it on. Okay? Day 3, he pressed the power button and turned it on. Day 4, he connected to a network, internet, connected to a satellite network or internet, connected to network. Day 4, he got the internet connection to his phone. Day 4. Day 5, let's say it's an Android phone, he configured his Google Play Store account and installed Instagram, WhatsApp, that's what we usually do immediately. Day 5 he did it. Okay. Day 1, box is not open. Day 2, phone has been taken in the hand. Day 3, phone has been turned on. Day 4, internet connection. Day 5, Google account configuration. Now let's see how much you know about cyber security. When can I start tracking Purushothaman? Day 5, he activated his Google Play Store account and installed apps. Day 4, he connected to internet. Day 3, he just turned on the phone. Day 4, phone is like open and then yeah, nice phone, I would touch it now. When can I start tracking it? Now we will see how much you know about service. Anyone? Yeah, we'll give a gift also.
So maybe day 4 or day 5. Sir.
Okay, let's take with a poll. Okay, let's take with a poll. How many of you think it is day 1? You just keep the query box and going by. Day 1, no. Day 1. Purushothaman, you are the hero here, okay? Fine. Day 2, he just unwrapped it, throw everything inside, unwrap the box. Day 2.
Day 1.
Day 1. Can you help me how? Just say.
Sir, when I was Amazon product barcode. Barcode வந்து நம்ம இது பண்ணலாம்ல சார் ட்ராக் பண்ணி.
Sir, I got the box. I gave it to him.
So only one person to deliver the
charter
full
freight
product.
and sent it and told the pilot to put it in the remote island. He just flew to the island. He was dropped.
So if Amazon ஆர்டர் போடுறோமோ அங்க இருந்து தான் டேட்டா பிரீச்சஸ் வந்துச்சுனா
Question is very simple. புருஷோத்தமன் கிளம்பல. புருஷோத்தமன் அவர் அமேசான்ல ஒரு போன் ஆர்டர் பண்ணி கையில அப்படியே புதுசா கொடுத்து நீங்க இப்போ ஓபன் பண்ண வேணாம் அங்க போய் ரிமோட் ஐலண்ட் நான் சொல்ற ஒரு சீக்கிரம் ஓபன் பண்ண போறேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு ஃளைட்டை ஏத்தி ஃளைட் பறந்துட்டு இருக்கவே வந்து டோரை தள்ளி விட்டாச்சு. அவர் பார்த்தா இறங்கிட்டாரு. சரியா? சேஃப். Now you tell. Day 1 he landed. He didn't open the box. I told him day 1 do not open. Day 2 he unboxed it. He has the phone in hand. Day 3 he turned it on. This is the sequence I told him. Day 4 only I told him to connect to internet. Okay. Day 5 only he configured his Google Play Store and apps. Now this is a question here. Now you tell. Day 1 how many of you believe? How many of you believe? Day 1 nobody. What about day 2? Box open money, wrap everything put 3-4 box open money, everything put battery connect money. Day 2, no. Day 3, he just turned on the phone. Inneki yaar? Day 3 la. Yes ma'am, can you help the students how? Day 3 la sir, I'm in English சொல்லுங்க சார். நீங்க சொல்லுங்க how? என்ன ma'am? Yes ma'am. Yes ma'am.
So through that number we are able to track them.
Ma'am, he is getting into network on 4th day only, right? அது remote island, அதான் சொன்னான். சென்னை கிட்ட. It's a remote island without a network. Now you get the point. Okay, now question again. Okay, it's a remote island. He will connect to the network on day 4 only because I told him on day 4. Now you tell. 3rd day can I track him? No, impossible. Everyone. Day 4. Everyone. Almost. Day 5. Yeah. Day 5 da முடியும் சார் யாரா இருக்கீங்களா? I am telling I can track him on day 3 also. Day 3 from day 3 onwards. You want to know how? You want to know why? I'll tell how many of you are using iPhones? All of you? When you turn off iPhone at night 10 o'clock and you turn it on by morning 6, in this 8 hours of break, is there any it's a battery, completely turned off. Okay, just listen, completely turned off. These 8 hours, 10 p.m. at night to next morning 6 a.m. Is there any communication between your iPhone and the Apple servers?
Yes, sir.
Now you know the answer and you did tell that day 3 I cannot track. Now, this guess under the day 3 then answer. I tell you how. My friend here, let's say he is using a phone, he has to drop me in Kantar airport. He just came from some other country. He doesn't have internet in his phone. He doesn't have internet. But his phone is having a SIM. Or maybe not a SIM. Okay, listen, maybe not a SIM. Every phone is having a GPS sensor, right? It connects to the satellite called GLONASS, GLONASS, and there are 2 other satellites. It always connects to the satellite, right? You can put on a navigation and you can navigate without internet in your phone. How many of you know about this? You can use maps in your phone and navigate using the location data receiving from the satellite, and for that you don't have to get connected to Wi-Fi or internet. Correct or not? Yeah. Now day 3 when Purushottam turned on the phone, will this phone give a first handshake signal to the satellite network or not?
Yes.
He is not in Mars. He is in remote island, still in Earth only, right? Will this phone will send a first signal of activation, first signal of turning on to the satellite network or not? Now, will I be able to track you on day 4 or will I be able to track you on day 3? That is how we understand cybersecurity. Okay, I am telling. There is a married group of chain of hotels, you may know. An interesting cyber attack happened. These hackers were actually living in this married group network for almost 2 years. Nobody know. 2 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி அந்த நெட்வொர்க்ல ஹேக் பண்ணி 2 வருஷம் வந்து அதே நெட்வொர்க்ல தூங்கி சாப்பிட்டு படம் பார்த்து they were living in that network. After 2 years when they exposed the data breach and so on had happened, then they investigated it. They found that the hackers didn't get to the network recently, last month. Kadasi Pongalkla varla. They were literally living in the network for 2 years. Okay, that's how, I mean, in SOC, in log analysis, this is what you do. You go and check the logs for almost millions of lines of code, put it in the log tool and see something that is like some anomalous, something that is giving some identification that this is where you need to look. That's how we work. Yeah, next. LMS access, sir. Any reply? No. Will it happen today or not?
We are trying.
Doubt. Fine. Next. Yeah. Steps to become cybersecurity analyst. Learn the cybersecurity fundamentals that starts with networking and then practice, certification, resiliency applied to cybersecurity. So, I've seen so many people. They do digital forensics in the course and they want to apply for ethical hacking. It's like I am a catering guy and I want to become a driver. These are 2 different roles. Digital forensics like the Tamil படத்துல climax வந்து the கொலை முடிஞ்ச பின்னாடி வந்து police வந்து இது பண்ணுவாங்க அரஸ்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. It's like that. That is digital forensics. Offensive security is like heroine வந்து யாரோ அட்டாக் பண்ண வரப்ப ஹீரோ மாதிரி வந்து காப்பாத்துறது. அதுதான் offensive security. You have to be very offensive so that you prevent your attacks from your assets from attacks. That is offensive. Digital forensics, of course, something happened long before, and you start investigating it to find traces of forensics audit and how to trace back to the intruder. That is what digital forensics is about. Next. Yeah, the previous slide. Yeah, these are the certification details. Next. This will kill you. All these next. I can talk about zero trust architecture for almost 20 minutes. It would be vague. For example, What is the zero trust architecture? Anyone can tell? ZTA, hot topic of this year. Zero trust architecture, cyber security, zero trust architecture. Can anyone tell? Sorry?
எந்த ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷனையும் வந்து டெஸ்ட் பண்ணணும். ஏதாவது இப்போ ஒரு சிஸ்டம் ஆன் பண்ணாலும் ஒரு செக்யூரிட்டி மெக்கானிசம் வச்சுக்கணும், பாஸ்வேர்டு கேட்குறது. திரும்பி அங்கே போய் வந்து delete ஃபைல் பண்ணாலும் இந்த இடத்துல ஒரு செக்யூரிட்டி மெஷின் இருக்குது. எல்லா இடத்துலையும் நம்ம வந்து டெஸ்ட் பண்ணிகிட்டே இருக்கணும்.
So close to that, but it's like
every certain function need a security password.
Still something. Give it a try. Okay, I'll say an example. I have a lock code for my phone, some code, 6-digit code, okay? Purushottam is telling, I know the code. But Purushottam is telling, I won't tell the code. Now, how can I confirm that Purushottam knows the code or not? If I give the phone to him, and he successfully unlocks the phone in his first attempt and give it back to me, can I say myself that he knows the code? Done? He didn't share the code. I didn't share the, nobody exchanged the code here. You got the point? I didn't tell the code to him. He didn't even tell the code to me. He just proved that he knows the code. And then he unlocked the phone and gave it to me. That's it. This zero trust architecture, this is one simple thing. The major thing is, if you and the Purushottam are both working in a cybersecurity audit, and if you are telling that you have completely done the audit, Purushottam is your childhood friend for 20 years. He cannot just send that audit report to the client. If you have mentioned 100 vulnerabilities, all the 100 vulnerabilities he need to check again. It's not like he doesn't believe you. That is called the zero trust. In a company, even in my company, let's say, imagine, my company is like, let's say there are 100 plus employees. If I am going to the company and telling, I'm the CEO, just open the door, I want to go to the boardroom and so on, they should stop me. They must stop me. They should ask, show me the ID card. Complete your biometric access. If your biometric access is working, then get it. Or else I need to talk to the security head. If he comes and vouch for you, he says you will let him in, then I will allow. Or else, you just have to wait, you just have to complete your biometric access, show the ID card and get in. Even if you are the owner of the company, it doesn't matter. That is called a zero trust. Okay? You get the point, right? You should not blindly trust everything in cybersecurity when your company or your log. Even your logs are telling. If your log is telling this service running is this service and this port number is open, it's a vulnerability. You can't say, okay, yeah, my system has found out and this is a vulnerability. No. You need to go and check whether your log information is true or not, whether the service is open, whether the port is open, whether it is really vulnerable or not, confirm it and then give a report. That is a zero trust. Zero trust itself, like, it's a big 1 hour discussion. Example. Okay, next. Cloud security, blockchain security, skills gap. Next. Quantum computing, future of ransomware, advanced steps. Next. Critical process, high-level process. Next. Regulations and compliance, next. Yeah, this is where actually LMS starts. Okay, next. Task for AI similar cybersecurity pen test testing. This we couldn't do. LLM security, like we started this prompt airlines and we have few more things inside the LMS. Unfortunately, it's not working. Next. Yeah, this one we can try. What is the URL? The URL is okay, what's it? Alright, another new thing, okay? This is what we will be discussing. We know about the IP addresses, but if that's a question we asked like some time ago. What if you type this decimal in a browser? What if you type this in your command prompt? What will happen? Decimal. We always type like ping google.com, right? That's what we do. And you get the IP address and whether the host is reachable or not, what is the TTL value, how many milliseconds it took, all these responses. This is a decimal number of this IP address. What will happen if you try the decimal? Have you ever done it? No problem. Type 8.8.8.8 here. That is the IP address of Google, right? 8.8.8. Can you type here? This one? There is this 8.8.8.8. 8.8.8.8. Yeah, fine. Okay. Convert. Yeah. Copy this. If you copy the decimal number and put it in the browser, it still will load the Google. Let's see. No, not WhatsApp. HTTP, you need to put HTTP before. HTTP. Yes, sir. Yeah, HTTP and the number. I'm not using even HTTPS. If you put 8.8.8, Google will load, but I'm still using a decimal number. Will Google load? Yes or no? Will Google? It will load. Yeah. What if you use it in ping? Will your operating system recognize it or not? What if you use it in ping? Let's open a command prompt. Windows key or command CMD. Ping space that number 134. Yeah, wait. We used to ping google.com, used to ping 8.8.8.com, but we are pinging the decimal number, the decimal here. Have you ever done this before? No. Right? It's still got this Google server IP address. I mean, these are like, we have like 20 plus activities like this, starting from this in the LMS. Okay, let's go to the PowerPoint, please. Okay, next. Yeah, this is one tool you can use it for trying cybersecurity labs. Try hack me. Next. Yeah, this is another tool. How would you know that when you get SSL error in browsers and website you browse, how would you know that it is valid or not? You can use this tool, sslabs.com SSL test. That is from Palace. This is a tool. You can go to that. This is a tool. You can go to that link. The link is in the LMS. You can use a tool. You can give the website with HTTPS. It will give a lot of information about the SSL certificate. What is the kind of encryption that they are using? Who provides the digital certificate? Who is managing the certificate? All of the certificates are there and so on. It's like pages and pages of information. I'm sure you never would have seen that much of information related to SSL certificate for the sites you access. Next. Malware scanner. Have you ever tried uploading a file to a malware scanner and see and have found the scan signatures and the details? I'm not talking about website. I'm talking about a file that is in the system. You went to a browsing center for a printout. your USB is now having a file, and you want to check whether it is a malware or not. Have you done it? There is not this one. There is another link for this. You can upload a file and ask that link to check, ask that system to check whether it is a malware or not. Completely. Can we create a virus in Notepad? Is it possible? Of course we can. We have done this demo in 2008 when I was working in Symantec. Before that, after Symantec, it was Markel, and it's like 16 years ago. Yeah, that's possible. Even Notepads, of course, it's easy to create a virus on top of it. Inside Notepad, not a Notepad.exe. Next. Security scanner, Astra Security, you can check your website whether it is secure or not. You can randomly check even KG site if you want. Not an issue. Next. Vaporizer, yeah, when you want to audit a website, you would like to know what are the technologies that they have used to build the website and so on. So Vaporizer plugin, and also the website gives you the list of technologies. For example, whether it's running, what is the version of JavaScript, whether a database is there, what are the different level of framework they are using. Next. Built with YAR, this is like, this gives entire website history and what are the tools. For example, if you use built with for Tesla.com, you will get like 6 pages of data about the website. What is the CDN, content delivery network they are using? What is the cloud technologies that they are using? What kind of service tools they are using? How many subdomains, not subdomains, how many integrations they have done, API integrations now they are making. All these things you can get like, I'm talking, just build it, just Tesla.com, it will give like 6 pages of information. That much information. Next. Yeah, email headers. If you are, yeah, in Gmail we regularly get this. If you are suspecting an email and if you think this email is something suspicious about it, you can get that email, make an email file out of it, or you can go to show original, copy all the content. That show original will give all the IP address, routing information of the email, whoever sends it, and so a lot of information. You can paste it there and give a scan. Next. URL scan, of course, let's say your email is having a URL and they are asking, for example, your bank is sending a link to update something, documents. How would you be sure, how much are you confident, will you be confident to see whether this is a legitimate link or you think it may be a phishing suspicious link? You can just copy this link without clicking and opening a browser. Just copy this link, copy the link only, not the link that is in the beginning, that is opening in the back office. Okay, because they will say click here and they will embed the URL in the backend. You should copy that embedded URL and paste it here to scanner. Like virus scan, virus total. Next. How many of you used it? Mozilla Observatory? Only one. Alright? I have also. Good that I covered something that is common. Next. Yeah, Shodan. Another thing. For example, for cybersecurity researchers, okay, Microsoft IAS example. IAS is for Internet Information Services, a web server from Microsoft. For example, IAS 4.0 was deprecated long ago, many years ago. Maybe you were like going to school at the time. But still, many IAS servers are exposed to the internet. But how would you know? How many servers are existing like that? If you go to this URL shodan.io and type IAS 4.0 something, it will tell exactly how many servers across the globe are still running IAS connected to internet, facing internet. And it will also tell how many services are from India. Example. For cybersecurity researchers, this is one engine. I have uploaded a PDF in the LMS, probably like 16 pages I guess. That is having all the search engines that is used in cybersecurity. Not a Google search. Search engines used in cybersecurity. Maybe you can get it access when you are in home using a laptop, because in this network only the firewall is blocking the first access. In your personal laptops, in your phones and so on, I'm sure it will work. Next. Yeah, how do you know how do you know the email that is you are receiving is actually repeated email? What's the meaning of it? You can just put it like, for example, admissions at KGCAS.com. If you put it there, it will give a list whether this is a legitimate repeated email. For example, if someone created yesterday only an email ID called admission, not admissions, admission at KGCAS.com, if you search it, it will throw an error. Error in the sense, this email is risky because the email is not, the internet is not having a history of this email communication. The good communication happened in the past. No previous history at all. So it will show it as risky. And then you can go and try whether it is legitimate email, legitimate email ID and check it out. Next. What runs? Yeah, again, something like vaporizer. Okay. Next. This is a Coco sandbox. Yeah, this is what I was telling. Like, let's say, for your hackathons or your CTF as a cybersecurity analyst and so on, even if you are creating a file, a malware file, and you want to see what this portal gives a report about your malware file that you created for a testing purpose, you can still update and upload here and submit for analysis. It will give a report, signatures and lot of insights. Next. Yeah, if you most of the sites in the internet are still running WordPress. Of course, WordPress is like easily vulnerable because they don't regularly update it. PHP in the front end, MySQL database in the back end and so on. WordPress scanning from pentest tools. Just give the URL, do a scan, it will give a report. It will give 3 big parameters. One is the low level, mid level, and the high level, low level. And some info only. Next. Yes, how many how many students are learning cloud here? Anything, only one. Okay, if you are learning, he's resting. Okay. If you're learning cloud, especially AWS and so on, so you can use this cyberwarfare.live. There are like free labs to test your cloud security. It will discount EC2, and of course Route 53. I'm not sure they have. Yeah, you can check it later. Next. Pentest lab. How many of you have tried this? This is only one. Only you tried it. Pentest lab. There are a lot of this is one simple example we have put. Web for pentester. It has some labs and there is like model 2, model 3 and so on. You can register. And of course, it's free. That all of the tools that we have mentioned, nothing I have mentioned that what we are using in the company. No. None of the proprietary tools we are using in the company, I didn't list. Everything that we have listed is all available in the internet. Most of them are open source. What we use in the company, everything is based on license and activation and some dollars. I can say like one tool is like $719 per year. Another tool is like $6,999 one-time license plus number of assets that is being accessed, used for every audit. Because we do audit, that's a different story. We are also a company that is providing managed services. We manage services for other clients, so we do audit for them. We only charging for every month like that, only for the audit task that is completed. So as a managed service provider, we can use a tool this month for one client and the next month for the same another client and so on. But at the end of the day, it's one single billing to the customer. I'm talking about $6,999. Still a bad amount it is. Yes, next. Yeah, I think we have to end because the LMS is not. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's start running. This is my coordinates. The name, my website, and the blog. Now, questions. Hopefully, this is one of the lengthiest sessions without a break. Most of the sessions are 45 minutes. Any questions? And LMS number. Okay, no problem. See, I'm telling something for LMS. I'll talk to the organization team, Lavanya ma'am, I'll get access of the registered email ID. Once we are back to office today, later today or tomorrow, we will make some changes in the LMS. We will send you an email. I mean, I'll just notify ma'am. Ma'am will tell you that you can start using it LMS. So that is something that we need to do. Because if you are having laptop now, you can use your mobile as hotspot and try the LMS, it will still work. But then only in this LAN environment connected to firewall. Of course, the security is required because without this basic security, it's not good to have a network at all. So this is required security. Network segmentation, VLAN, all these things. This is fine. Like blocking WhatsApp link is something strange.
Sir, actually the WhatsApp link being opened in the separate environment.
Okay, but not inside my LMS.
Actually, the website doesn't allow it.
Okay.
That's the issue.
Okay. That's fine. So, can you unblock the website then? Learn.biz.io and anything?
Actually, I sent the mail regarding this issue, sir. Actually, the person who is responsible for the firewall, actually, he is in another process.
Okay.
That's why it's getting
no problem.
late.
See, if I am in that situation, you know what I do? If you are telling this is legitimate, the moment I get to the firewall rule, I unblock it like any traffic that is sourcing from learn.biz.io. Do not block it, do not filter it, do not add it, just open all of it. That's what I do. Because, yeah, I know it's unsafe. Yeah, enterprise firewall. If I sit in an enterprise firewall site, I will never do. Even if you bring the CEO of the company, there should be a justification document why this should be allowed. Got it, no problem, fine. Any questions? Anyone, any questions? No questions. No questions at all. Fine. I'll ask one last question. Yeah, we planned like 80% of demo and 20% of discussion, but what happened is exactly the opposite. We did only 10% or 15% of lab activities, and most of the time I was talking, which was not in plan. How many of you actually, learned at least something new? You spent like close to 1 or 2 hours here. How many of you actually learned something new? Last 2 years, okay, I learned something. At least one thing you learned something new. Question புரியுதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். கடந்த 2 மணி நேரமாக தாங்கள் இங்கு அமர்ந்திருக்கிறீர்கள். எவ்வளவு பேருக்கு அட்லீஸ்ட் ஒரு விஷயமாவது உங்களுக்கு கத்துக்கிட்டீங்கன்னு கேட்டேன் நான். அப்படிதான் கேட்டேன். We didn't do demo a lot. இப்பயும் கொஸ்டின் புரியலன்னா ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். Fine. No questions now? Fine. Anyone? Any feedback? What's your name? Vijay Kumar. Vijay Kumar. Do you have any feedback?
Sir, apart from technical skills, you showed some analytical skills, soft skills. So problem solving. So அந்த மாதிரி சொன்னீங்க சார். So அதுவும் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் அப்படின்றது வந்து ஒரு அளவுக்கு.
Definitely. Tell me one major cyber attack that is related to blockchain that happened in India recently. இதெல்லாமே கவர்மெண்ட் சம்பந்தப்பட்டது, எல்லாமே இன்டர்வியூல நாங்கள் கேட்க கொஸ்டின். Trust me, I have handled like 400 experienced cyber security profiles for interviews since last November. 400 பேர் இன்டர்வியூ பண்ணிருக்கோம் லாஸ்ட் நவம்பர்ல இருந்து. Experienced cyber security professionals. OSCP, okay, I mean anyone not part of, anyone out of Tamil Nadu, I'm talking Tamil. No, fine. OSCP exam முடிச்சிட்டு வந்தவங்க கூட, okay, they couldn't answer some questions related to Windows Server Active Directory. They are OSCP certified. I'm asking something related to Active Directory, that is like 35% of OSCP exam is all about Active Directory, more than 35%. They couldn't answer. Your certification is not actually going to get a job. You need to have certification. As well as these are practices, you should have the skills to it. Okay, malware analysis, malware reverse engineering, everything. ஒரே ஒரு malware ஒரு hackathon பண்ணிட்டு they are claiming that they are malware analyst and expert. No, in real time it won't work. There is something that is banned by Indian government. to be discussed. சொல்லுங்க எதை பத்தி இந்த ஒரு விஷயத்தை பத்தி யாரும் எங்கேயும் எதை பத்தி பேசக்கூடாதுன்னு ஒரு விஷயம் சொல்லிக்கிறாங்க சைபர் செக்யூரிட்டில. எதை பத்தி கவர்மெண்ட் பேன் பண்ணிருக்கு இந்தியாவில். anyone? Of course we don't have any recording device. Pegasus. Pegasus is from Israeli company. Okay. Recording.
Yes, live it. Live.
Editor delete பண்ணிருக்காரு. Fine. It's live. Going live?
Yes.
Sorry. Let's erase the last 2 minutes for the memory. Okay. What are we discussing? Yeah.
Soft skills.
Sorry, soft skills. Yes. If a question is about the CVE number, there is a new revision to it. If someone is asking what was the severest vulnerability with the CVE score about 9 that happened in the last 6 weeks, you get the question, right? I'm asking something that is above number 9, CV score of 9 and above. That happened in the last 6 weeks of time. Yeah, you are supposed to know. If you are in cyber security, that's what the research is in the soft skills. You are supposed to know. WazirX, Cryptex that was hacked few weeks ago. Example. I forget it. There is a live and talk a lot of things. Maybe you should edit and. Sir, please take care of that. I don't want anything to be in live. We are having international clients now. I don't want to get into the because it's working day and night on this. Nice. Yeah, now other questions, please. Any questions? No. Nothing at all. Fine. I can see like 10 students here. How many are actually preparing for a cyber security role? I mean, you are graduating in 2025 or beyond that? 2025. Then my question is valid. Okay, to those students again, how many of you are actually not going for a job but for higher studies or research or something else, own business? If you are going for a job in 2025, my question is still valid. How many of you are actually preparing for a cyber security role? It's an evergreen field. Only one. Only Purushottam. ஏன் வந்து எல்லாம் எப்பயுமே நம்ம வந்து நமக்கு கம்பெனி யாராவது இருக்காங்கன்னு பார்த்துட்டு தான் நம்ம கையில் பேசுவோம். யா வாட் டஸ் இட் யூ ஆர் ப்ரிப்பேரிங் ஃபார்?
Ethical hacking.
Ethical hacking. That's it. Okay. How far is your journey in ethical hacking?
So I am doing courses in microeconomics.
Okay. Can you use Burp Suite to identify a SQL injection vulnerability in a target?
We have to go into cybersecurity.
What?
We are starting with networks, Linux, then AWS currently we are doing.
Okay.
After that we want to go into cybersecurity.
Okay. Linux is fine, networking is fine, but why AWS now?
So they told it's a basic for cybersecurity. Most of data will be in the cloud. So
That comes later actually.
Yes, in
But
future.
no problem, that's fine. Purushottam, yeah, sorry. Yes, sir.
Do you have any roadmap regarding cyber security?
Yes, sir. There is something, a website called roadmap.sh. I can send it to ma'am also on WhatsApp. I do have like another 3-4 pages of roadmap. For every career path in cyber security, it's like you can put it in A3 printout, not an A4, A3, big one. For every cyber role, where to begin and what is the path forward and so on. See, the thing is, he just mentioned he is taking Linux networking and AWS. Linux network, of course, it's very basic, it's required. Some people skip networking but directly get into cybersecurity. Not the right one. But AWS, it's an added thing. Cloud skills, of course, is required. Purushottam. Awesome. One of our employees just now completed like last week 40 task examination. 40, I was sitting with them the last few minutes. Okay? Last few minutes. 47th minute, 43 minutes before the examination, he submitted the report. Before the exam got over, we got the result. We passed actually. For the 3 months we did that, 3.5 months. EJPT is a good choice. But in EJPT, they revised the content now. In August itself, twice they have updated the content. I'm not talking about September, in August itself they have revised the
But they
content.
have a lot of outdated questions. Outdated content.
There's a repetition. For example, metasploitable framework. Yeah, I cannot talk about the vendor in an online thing. There's some repetition, but it's not too much outdated. It's like EJPT for some people it's a big examination, but in industry EJPT is an entry-level examination. If you talk about ECCPT, of course it's an next level, intermediate level, but EJPT is an entry-level. Good choice. Anyone? No. Any questions? Sir, you have edit access to the recording, right? Erase all those unwanted things.
Sir, actually, I don't have any access to this.
Who is having edit access?
Sir,
Ma'am, yeah, no, please.
Good evening to all of our present here. In this faculty development program, I would like to propose the vote of thanks. First, I would like to thank the management and the secretary, Dr. Vivanita ma'am, for giving us this FDP. Then I would like to thank the principal, Dr. Ratnamala ma'am, for her continuous support in this FDP program. I would like to thank the chief guest of the day, Mr. Maharaj, founder and the CEO, DC Bus Technologies Coimbatore. The talk on futuristic trends in software security was very useful session for us. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank the Vice Principal, Dr. S. Vidya ma'am, deans, directors and various department heads for their support. I extend my thanks to all the participants of the day. Thank you all once again. Thank you.
Someone configure like that.
சைபர் ரிலேட்டடாக நிறைய படிச்சிருக்கீங்க அந்த போனாங்க அதை போனால் என்ன அது என்ன கவர்மெண்ட் எக்ஸாம் மாதிரியா இல்லை
அது